share just a nice memory they have with as much or as little description as you want. More makes it better. And we'll see how that goes. If nobody shares, we're going to sit here for a while. And then I'm going to flip it as we get about halfway through to share something you're really anticipating. So when we leave this room, we will have a recognition and a memory of something that was really wonderful and something to look forward to. So kind of a continuation. Yes?
Is it on anything, like
Any
positive energy? Like,
anything you want. So I'll start out. A really nice memory I have was last September. We were on our cruise. It was a day at sea. We were in the North Atlantic. The weather was about like this, which is completely unheard of for that part of the world. And we were sitting on the balcony watching the glass sea with a nice warm breeze, having a cup of coffee, and just letting life go by. And I remember feeling how fortunate I was. What a great time that was, and locking into what I call a perfect moment. Anybody else is welcome to pick up the ball and run with it.
My cat had an emergency vet appointment this week, and she wasn't around that night. She'd been on to pick her wound, so to speak, and I was so relieved when I got up the next morning and she was there, but she still wasn't her usual self, and a couple of days later she started to be her usual self, and it was just such a beautiful relief to know that my fur baby was going to be all right.
Thank you.
In 2001, I had tickets.
Can you speak a little louder, please?
In 2001, I had tickets to go to a Celtic festival that fell the weekend after 9/11. And which meant nobody could fly in and play, and everybody was there with only people who could drive there because there was no airlines at the time at all. And we wondered how we felt besieged. We didn't know what was going to happen to our country, and they had no idea what they were going to do for finale because those people weren't able to show up. And so they started a jam, a Celtic jam, and it started with a Russian playing a didgeridoo. And I knew, and it just built and built and built, and I just knew at that moment we were going to be fine.
Thank you.
I have a lot of great memories, but I think back on a time when I was in the mountains of Northern California, and I had gotten up before the first flight. I was camped on this ridge, and I made myself a cup of coffee and got situated in my thermarest chair and watched the day unfold in perfect peace and quiet, with the songbirds starting to chime in, the light coming on, and that kind of thing. It's just paradise.
Thank you.
I remember a road trip I took some years ago to house sit for a friend in Helena, Montana.
Could you speak up just a little bit?
A road trip to Helena, Montana to house sit for a friend. And I was into rock hounding at the time. So I got my rock hounding books out, and I got my rock hammers and some buckets and my tent and my chair and hot dogs, stuff like that. And off I went, and I went by the byways, all the little roads to go rock hounding, and found these beautiful rocks almost everywhere, and stayed, and the house sitting was beautiful. I had a collie dog I walked every day, and in the drive home I got to stop by friends' houses and give them some of my rocks. And I have some of these lovely rocks around my house today. It's just a reminder of how wonderful the earth is.
Thank you.
Memory that came up for me was when I was a kid in another new school, and I must have been, I don't know, God, I must have been like first grade, maybe kindergarten. I mean, we were so young. And on Tuesdays, they used to have snow cones, and they were 10 cents. And I didn't have 10 cents, so I was really disappointed because I wanted a snow cone. And I didn't have money. And a little boy, I don't even remember his name, from my class gave me 10 cents so I could get a snow cone. And it was such just an act of kindness that was so sweet and cherished for me, because I was so surprised somebody was nice to me at school. Yeah, and I still remember that to this day.
Thank you.
Remember my cat boobs, all he had done for me.
Can you speak up a little bit, Donald?
My feline boobs, he just meant so much to me, and the art of letting go, I just remember that everything is marked shall, come back. Even our memories come back over a mountain time establish the retirement, so I'm pretty happy, like, I can mark the PTA as top on the sophomore kid. Know that even if that keep on doesn't matter, because it's Florida, Europe, even Mexico City and Peru up here for my career, I remember the harsh strokes that were dealt for Europe balls living here, and the kindness and the pitiful life that they have now today. So,
Thank you. We would like to give an image of something they're looking forward to with anticipation. I'll start. In 2 weeks, my wife and I are going up to Grants Pass to stay at a cabin we've stayed at a couple of times. This will be our third time. It's on a blueberry farm. It's removed from, it's not in downtown Grants Pass. It's a little ways out. There's a hot tub and a great big giant field, and we are going to pretty much do nothing. We will be leaving on Monday and coming back on Friday, and I'm anticipating that because I purposely had weekends on either side, so it'll be like a 9-day mini vacation, and I'm looking forward to that.
Talking about trips, in a week and a half, Burl and I leave for London for a few days and then come back on the Queen Mary 2. So that's going to be, I've been fluctuating between, what in the heck do you do all day? There's no place to go visit.
They don't have activities for you.
Yeah, that's what I've been looking at
You don't bring a book.
that. I downloaded my Kindle Adventure books, but I'm looking forward to
Yeah.
the trip back because Corinne's going to, and her friend is going to be joining us, so we'll have fun.
Anybody else have a nice image of anticipation?
I do. I saw you yesterday. I was there.
Oh, were you at the,
Yes.
okay.
And I was really excited about how organized this was. I was impressed. And it set itself up that anybody who wants to do something can just plug themselves in. And it's very clear where you're plugging yourself in. There's a lot of hand-wringing and what they call it now, pearl clutching, and what we're going to do, what are we going to do, and we need to do something. And I saw a path, and I was very impressed with that path.
Beginning of May, I am flying to the Netherlands for a bike trip. And we got on our bikes yesterday and rode, and apparently it's going to be a lot easier because I have an electric bike. I ordered an electric bike over there, and we're going to be riding for like 5 or 6 days in the little towns, and then staying on this barge. So, you know, I'm praying that we make it okay, because I hear horror stories about Arcata Airport, and they're canceling flights or they delay flights, and you know, we need to make our connection in San Francisco, but I just turn it over. I'm like, I'm not going to put that energy out there. I'm just going to know it's all going to be perfect, whatever happens. So,
We have time for about one more, and then we'll close with the treatment.
So, my 65th birthday is this year, and I'm starting to make plans, and they're coming together nicely in my mind. I hope they come together in reality, but, you know, I'm pretty good at manifesting this stuff, so I'm feeling pretty positive about it. And so I'm just visualizing a lot of really fun stuff.
Happy birthday.
Well, it's a ways off.
It's all right.
When is it?
September.
Oh, you're right near me. All right, so in closing, I understand that time is an illusion. We exist in the now, the immediate and the present, but we can also bring forward images of our past, perfect moments that change the way we are in the immediate. And we can look forward with joy and anticipation to times that are yet to come. And if I spend my time, at least more of it, focusing on those joyful memories and those exciting moments yet to be, I realize that my life is as close to perfect as it could possibly be. And when I allow that to rush over me and allow myself the luxury of soaking in those images, everything around me seems better. Everything around me is better. My life is better. It allows me to appreciate it even more and to look forward with more joy, more excitement, and more anticipation for what is to come. And I know there are lots more wonderful moments ahead, and I am thankful for the ones that I have had, and I know that someday I will be thankful for those that are yet to be here. So I release these words into the law of mind, knowing I am creating all of these perfect moments that I've already had and will be, and are even right now in this present, sitting in this room with this wonderful group of people. And for that I am grateful and consider this another perfect moment. And together we say, and so it is. Thank you for giving some nice imagery to our day.
That's very nice, thank you.
Ah.